and drift away. And I don't care how high you are.
Hey you guys, it's Crystal and this is a video on why I'm single and pregnant. And I've been asked by a lot of people, my aunties, my cousins, and they're just like, why are you single and you're pregnant? And now I'm here to answer a few questions. Well, that one question in particular. So yeah, the first reason why I'm single and pregnant is me and my baby's father, we don't really get along. We're just two opposite people who walk two different journeys in life and two different paths in life. We're two different people, and I've always seen that from the very beginning when we first started dating. There's a saying that if your man or woman doesn't change in the first 30 days of dating them in the beginning of your relationship, they will never change. They will always be that same person, and they will always think it's okay to be that person. And me and him been dating since 2013, and we're in 2015 now, and it definitely won't be a 2016. Just because I'm having my baby in 2016 doesn't mean that I have to be with him. And another thing is, we feel like each other needs to change, and I'm like, I don't really know what he wants me to change, because I thought I've been a good girlfriend these past couple of years, but obviously I haven't been a good girlfriend. But yeah. But I can honestly say I've never seen a tear fall from his face. I've always seen, him just acting like he doesn't care about what's going on in the relationship. I'm the one that always act like I care. I don't take him serious. Like, I just don't take him serious. Like, if he says he loves me, or he says, he'll be here or whatever, I don't take him seriously. He lies constantly. Sometimes he'll be like he's coming over, and he never comes over. So he said he'll call my stepdad because my stepdad wants to talk to him, because they weren't talking. Still haven't called my stepdad. So it's like, are you really serious about us, or you're just saying that so I can shut you up? And so, no, are you just saying that so it could shut me up, and bothering you all the time? People will put in 5% into a relationship and think that they're putting in so much. They're putting in 100% into the relationship. People do things sometimes and think that, oh, I'm doing my part in this relationship. Like, you're really not doing your part. You're just there halfway. You need to be there all the way, if you really want to be in a relationship with someone. And for example, I'm pregnant, obviously, and he's only showed up to like a couple doctor's appointments since I got pregnant, and I just feel like he shouldn't have excuses on why he shouldn't show up to doctor's appointments. And the last time I went to the doctor, he didn't even come with me, and that was a really important visit. I feel like all my appointments are important, and he just decided that because he was stressed out, he didn't want to go. Like, hello, I'm pregnant. Don't you think I'm a little stressed out too? And I have to get up and go to my doctor's appointment. I'm still gonna go. I don't care what kind of stress it is. But I just felt like that was an excuse because he didn't want to go. Because if you can hang out with your friends and your uncles or whoever you hang out with, I don't care. But if you can hang out with them, you can go to your child's doctor's appointment. So that's the thing. And then on that note, that's a thing. He puts people before me. And the thing is, he doesn't notice it. And I don't think he notices it, that he puts other people before me. I'm not saying that he can't have friends. He can have his friends. I don't really care. But it's like, you have to know the difference between when you're putting them before me, when I really, really need you, like, there, or need your support at the moment. So yeah, I don't think he notices it. But since he doesn't notice it, that's another reason, and he's calling me right now. And that's another reason why I don't really want to be with him. because he puts people before me. And an example of that was just yesterday. I text him and I said, can you bring me something to eat, And then I called him because he didn't reply. It was like 5-10 minutes later and he didn't reply. Then I called him and then it just went all the way out to voicemail. He didn't forward it or anything. I think he was trying to make it seem like he was sleeping. And then I called his sister, and then his sister didn't pick up the first time, but then she ended up calling me back within like 2 minutes. And yeah, so she ended up calling me back, and I was just like, "Where's your brother?" And she was like, "In the room sleeping." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna come over there." And she was like, "Okay." And I came. When I was pulling up to his house, he was pulling out. So I started looking at my phone. I'm like, "Oh, did I get a missed call or a missed text message from him?" Because clearly he's not sleeping. He's pulling out. And we stopped up, while he was coming out. We stopped and we rolled down the window, and I was like, "Where are you going?" And he was like, "I'm going to up the street." And he didn't tell me where he was going, and I'm like, "Up the street where?" And then he was like, "I'm going to my goddaddy's house or something." And I'm just like thinking to myself, I thought he was going to say, "Oh, I was going to go get you some food and bring it to you." That's what I thought he was going to say, but I guess that's not what he was doing. And I knew he was lying about going to his godfather's house. That was the biggest lie you could ever tell. And plus, when we first stopped the car, he was looking at me in my eyes. I seen him looking at me. And then when I asked him, down the street where, that's when he looked away and was like, "To my goddaddy's house." So I knew it was a lie. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't trust men, and I will never trust a man around my child, because men are all dogs, okay? Don't trust them. They know how to lie. They're very sneaky. And on top of that, he's an Aquarius, and everyone knows that men Aquarius are hoes. They all like women. They like different women. They just can't be satisfied with one. So trust me, it's true. Me and him, we just don't bond. We like different things. Like, he'll like football and I'll like shopping, and he don't like shopping, and I don't like football, and we just don't bond. We're not friends. We're in relationships you kind of have to be your partner's friend first, but me and him, we aren't friends. We don't bond. We don't have that that connection that bonds two people together. I did realize that we are two different people like a year ago or 2 years ago. Probably when we first started dating, I knew we were two different people. But I thought, he was a good guy in the beginning, but then, relationships are always good in the beginning, and then after a while, they start to get on your forever last nerve. So the only thing to me, and how I was raised and brought up, is the only thing that should keep you from your children, mentally, physically, financially, is work or your deathbed. That's the only thing that should really keep you from your children. Stress shouldn't keep you from your children. Your friends shouldn't keep you from your children. Your own parents shouldn't keep you from your children. Your sister, your brother, whatever. No, nothing in this world should keep you from the child that you conceived in this world but work, but your money, going out to get it for your child, and your deathbed, because obviously you can't do anything. But that's it. But it's like he puts, I know that the baby isn't here yet, but the support of going to the doctor with me and things like that is really important to me. And like, it's like he just doesn't care. I don't think women should try letting a relationship work just because you're pregnant with a man. When you see that things just wasn't working before, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work while you're pregnant or when the child comes. So you should totally let that go. If you guys really just cannot work on you guys' relationship, let it go. Like, he's not worth it. You don't want your child, especially the fact that I'm having a daughter. I don't want my daughter seeing me cry for her dad, or any man for that matter. I don't want my daughter to see me cry, stressed out, miserable, calling down a man's phone and stuff like that. I don't want that. I just want a guy to be there for their child, you know. I'm not going to say a guy. I want him in particular to be there for his child, because it's his. It's nobody else's. And I feel like you should support me 100% and always have my back, you know, especially when it comes to our daughter now. One thing I noticed about him is that when he doesn't want to do something, when he doesn't want to answer the question, or he just feels like he's a little bit too nervous to answer the question, he starts acting a little bit miserable, like as if you've been bothering him forever, and you just asked him one simple question. He'll start getting miserable, like, oh my gosh, leave me alone, and stuff like that. Like, when people act like that, 9 times out of 10, they're cheating on you, and they don't love you, and, you know. And then, for example, I asked him last night, can I post a video on your Facebook page, just to see what he was gonna say, and he said, I don't know. And then I seen that he liked a picture on my Instagram, and then he like unliked it, because I guess he doesn't want me to follow him on Instagram or know his Instagram name, because when I had an Instagram before, he blocked me on it. And I was just like, why are you blocking me? But you say you love me, and you say you want to be with me, and all this type of stuff. Like, dudes lie. Like, all that stuff, I already know it's all a lie, but I'm just like, why are you even telling me that? Like, do you think you get cool points for telling me that? Because you don't. I'm not stupid. And he should know that. He should totally know that Crystal is far from stupid. Like, if a man is only texting you his feelings, 9 times out of 10, he doesn't love you. If he can't, like, tell you his feelings face to face, take you out on dates and things like that, just to express how much he loves you and how much you really, really mean to him, you know, he doesn't love you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment box down below, and I will not mind answering them for you. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's just glam_cash. And thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.